When God, who has infinite power, comes down to the level of a futuristic narrator telling you that there's a possibility for you to be trending on the evening news as the first naked arrested so-and-so. And this has happened before. I'm absolutely positive that this has happened before in arrests of maybe racial profiling, in arrests of uneven power where the cops knew that they had an opportunity and they don't mind sexually assaulting a victim or something like that. But this is different because we all know that when we're looking at international protests or anything and we're watching how even the British government is starting to do this, even the British cops are starting to violently detain people in ways that just don't line up with how the bobbies work. That's not how they operate. That's not how they work with excessive force. Those people don't even carry guns. But they're starting to also have this mob-like mentality where they are leaping on Brits 4 and 5, roughly detaining them and things like that. And that's just not their style. When God is telling you that somebody's basically going to drag you to the point that your shirt comes off and your breasts are seen on the news, and as I saw ICE, they didn't care. They will drag you, your clothes will come off. I'm telling you, if you go into that van naked, if you go into that van with everything torn, they will take you to whatever facility, and I promise you, they will process you naked. Your mugshot will be naked. I saw them mocking a man. They had gotten some tall white guy, and his whole front was out. God didn't cover anything. They wrestled that man. I don't know how that man's pants became torn or whatever. When he was arrested, they had him with his arms sharply detained behind him. And you know how they sit you against the car on the floor or something? So you're sitting in an L shape with your back up and your legs straight in front of you. His whole front was out. His pants were torn. ICE made no attempt to cover his modesty. ICE made no attempt to, oh, let's get spare pants or anything. When they were finished, they lifted him up with his arms like that. They lifted him up, dragged him up the back of the car and marched that man to the detention van, and his everything was out. And he was just like that. And that was caught by news, caught by cell phone footage and things like that. So before the Lord told me this, that ICE will drag you until your top comes out and wrestle you until you brought tears and they will see the breasts of women. Remember, in the past, I told you that the Lord said that breasts will be seen in this nation as part of the punishment of the United States. Said, Celestial, tell them that their bare breasts will be observed in this nation during the time period of America's judgment. And when I was writing this down, when he was telling me, that is the first thing that came to my mind, not only because of the slavery prophecies where the Lord says that open slave markets will be here in America. They will be auctioning off men, women, and children naked on the auction block, the same way that they did to the African Americans in the past, auctioning them off naked, sometimes auctioning them with clothes. But when the original slaves came, for sure, and the auctions were brand new, they used to put men, women, and children naked on the stand. And you know, sometimes these slave owners are buying the women simply to take them home and rape them to the end of their natural lives. You cannot put, I've always told you that human nakedness excites not only lust, but demons. You cannot put this on display, and cruelty will not follow. And that is exactly what is going to happen. If you are a woman whose clothes tears in ICE custody, these people are going to rape you in the back of that van. There's no cameras in the back of that van. I might as well just tell you now. This is the part I said I didn't need to write down. You watch a woman being put into the van and the blouse has already been torn. Then the van starts to go. There's 5 of them sitting in the back. There's you sitting in the back. The driver is the only person who's not going to enjoy the action. You seeing a man, 5 men sitting there looking at you. What do you think is going to happen to you on that ride to a facility where they're not planning to book you in properly anyway? ICE doesn't book people into lock up properly. When you are seeing a man standing up and unbuckling his belt, what do you think he's unbuckling it for? For what reason? For what cause? Do you think that that man is unbuckling his belt when you are the only person in the back of a van? What do you think is coming next for that lady? And then which lawsuit? Which lawsuit is going to fix what happens to her? 5 dudes in the back of a van going to an unmarked location where afterwards they will say, oh, Trisha Morgan? Never heard of her. What condition do you think she's going to reach the facility in? They will even sodomize men because I told you this government is made of demons. They're wicked. They don't have a limit. They don't have a place where they can stop. The American government is so less. It's made of human beings. I'm not talking about the undead. I'm not talking about the ones that are not people. I said I'm talking about the humans, the people in the government themselves. I have told you again and again that the sodomizing of men is to break them. And they did this to the African American slaves. They regularly sodomized them. If they were insubordinate, if they talked back, if they tried to run away, they would sodomize any man or young man that tried to assert natural male dominance, because I said that it is impossible for a man to accept that you will just step on his neck all day, that you will just call him a dog all day, that you will just talk to him like he's trash all day. The male psyche was not created by God. There's no color of man that was created by God to take that nonsense. No matter how scared a man is, a day is going to come. He's not going to be on his game, and he's going to say or do or show something in his face that will be taken by his white master as defiance. And then they will bring that man down, pull his pants down, and sodomize him.